super excited to have you here in this free training. In the next 5 to 10 minutes, you're going to have clear insight on what you can do to improve your ad campaign performance. And I'm very, very looking forward to shining in some new insight for you guys. So let's get to it. Let's jump right into the training. Please, I highly recommend this to be somewhere quiet and where you have your full attention. This is going to be valuable for you and your client's ad spend. So it's 2024. The digital age is only continuing to grow. We could see the Meta ad revenue from 2009 to 2023 just continues to climb, right? And that just means that more advertisers are hitting the space, making it more and more competitive to reach your ideal customer. Same thing with Google. So we're seeing the same approach on multi-networks. And the space is just getting more and more crowded, right? And it's making it harder to consistently run ad campaigns and consistently for people. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to run profitable campaigns for you and your clients consistently. A lot of times we see ad campaigns run really well in the beginning and they pop off, but then they kind of just dip and people are left with their shoulders up and they're confused. So before I dive in, I want to give 30 seconds. I'm going to show you why you should actually listen to me. Who am I? I'm Andy Cherico. I'm the CEO and the founder at Running Digital. I have 9+ years in digital paid and consulting experience, and I'm an expert in all things paid. I'm big on letting my results and just actions speak for myself and my clients. So if you just pop on Google, you could see just some cool articles that were out from last year. And just jumping back, what got me started in digital marketing? This picture was taken probably 9-ish years ago, I would say, where I ran all the paid campaigns for the college that I went to. I had no experience going into it. I kind of just thrown into the situation. And they said, hey, if you can make this work, make it work. Obviously, campaigns weren't that great in the beginning, but within a few weeks, I started to dial in and I became obsessed just with the data and the gratification you can get seeing results run well. Moved to Nashville after graduating, worked for a big fast casual franchise called the Zkeys, where I spearheaded all their digital corporate marketing. But like you and like many others, I grew tired of the corporate America, just structure and ability not to really grow. And I knew I had a bigger calling. I wanted to help more people. So just some client screenshots from the most recent year. You could see here's a really big account or a big growth account that we've been working with. This is segmented out by his sales, and you can just see as he's been working with us, the sales have gone higher and higher. He's closing in on $60K this month, and he's been working with us for 9 months now. Same thing here, so on and so forth. So like I said, we like to let our actions and results speak. Here's another one from September, not just e-commerce. We run all types of campaigns. I do lead gen, e-com, any sector really. So you can see revenue coming in here. This is for affiliate marketing. And then last month's spend was coming in at $82,000. And now let's get back to your ads. So obviously you've seen some results. You see that, we have proven ROI on campaigns. There are so many platforms out there now, right? You have Meta, Google, LinkedIn, TikTok, Snapchat, Pinterest. It becomes overwhelming, right? And your audience isn't just on one platform. So it's okay that you aren't an expert in all of these platforms. You shouldn't be. There are constant changes. There are new rules, new competitors, and everything else that it takes to run a business, it takes time. You have account management, you have proposals, you have sales calls, you have outbound reach. And while you're doing all these things, people that are only focused on paid, your competitors, they're stealing your audiences, your results, and your money. And it really isn't your ad budget that is causing these things to happen. It isn't your ad account that is causing your performance not to stay consistently, and it's your overall strategy. So let's dive into the most important pieces. And you see, most agencies, they don't put the work in on the front end before they launch campaigns. And this is something that, I've fallen short of too. They don't conduct in-depth audience research. They don't put together avatar sheets with pain points. They're almost throwing darts at a wall, hoping that something would stick. And I used to do this, and I fell into a hole where I just couldn't retain clients. I would run campaigns for 2 months, and just continue to promise, hey, we're going to turn this around. Like we've seen success early, and we know we can make this right. And ultimately, it just leads to churn. It's just not a great situation to be in. So, like I said, performance would show signs of growth, and then things dip. So, how can you take advantage of my knowledge now? A lot goes into running a consistent, profitable campaign. And there's no way for me to cover all this just now, but I have broken this down into the most important pieces. So by the end, you're going to be able to build your campaigns and have a different perspective on how you can improve performance. So now let's get into it, the most important steps. Avatar sheets. Anytime you're running a new account or a new campaign, I definitely recommend you want to go through in-depth research. So, you should definitely be asking your clients questions, but then also doing research on, your own. So, you can see question 1 here, like describe your ideal client. You need to have these questions and outlines given to your clients. So, because they know their client the best, right? Or who they want to reach out to the best. And then they will kind of like lead you in a way to conduct more research and figure out what you can do for the campaigns. So question 1, question 2, and again, like we'll link in after this video, I'll send you an email with some templates for you to use going forward. See question 3, question 4, and there's 6 or 7 pages of this. And all of this really sets you up for writing good copy, coming up with creatives, so on and so forth. And the next step, messaging. So you have your client avatar sheet, you have it filled out. It really, hones in on a couple audiences, and you can figure out what exactly you're selling and to who. Now you can come up with your messaging. Again, I'll put another template for copywriting in the training that you're going to receive after this, but you could see the headlines, just different versions. And this isn't just all AI. What you can do is put together that avatar sheet, write a couple versions that you think might be good, spit it back to ChatGPT, and then give really in-depth prompts, not just write new copy like this. Here's this client, we have this budget with these goals, here's the research, like what can we do with more copy going forward? And that just allows you to test. Next part, creatives. So any client that we work with, we highly recommend testing anywhere from 10 to 15 pieces of creative upon launching, while we test the new pieces of copy as well. So here's an example of a Google Drive that we put together for a client. And anytime they run new campaigns, we try a bunch of stuff and we see what works. And next, your campaign build. It's important. You need to have experience running omni-channel campaigns, or you can kiss your ROI goodbye. A lot of that comes down to just knowing that initially there's so much out there now. People aren't going to convert the first time they see something. So when they're seeing an ad on Meta, right, Facebook, Instagram, and then they're on YouTube the next day and they see a YouTube video or a display ad, they're continuing to be reminded that, they originally showed interest, and it just helps you captivate that audience. So let's talk about that. None of this would be possible without a funnel, right? Where are you sending traffic when you're running ads? And a funnel is just the most important step to having everything. It's kind of like your base. Without the funnel, you don't have clear objectives or a call to action. And you can be bad at content, and you can run paid ads for more attention, and you can hire people to do sales. But, if you can't provide value and have a proper funnel, you're not going to have consistent results. And again, I'll link a structure on what a good funnel looks like after this video. But there are so many different marketing gurus and different funnels out there. I like to keep it simple. And like I said, we'll have it in a couple steps outlined for you. And this is just a proven structure, and you can stick with what works. So again, one system, typically works for people, but regardless of which system you use, the most effective way to turn a cold prospect into a qualified prospect or a buyer is through the VSL. and I'll put that structure in the next training for you. So everyone wants to claim their way is the best way, right? But really, the process just gets complicated. So that's why we like to go back to just a simple form on running campaigns. So if you do these things with your campaigns, I guarantee your performance will improve. It's just proven. And if it doesn't, message me, reach out to me, and I'm happy to take a look and see why it hasn't for you. But you're going to have more time on your hands when your campaigns are running consistently. You're going to have happier clients. You're going to have less stress. Things are going to be a lot better. So here's the thing. I've been learning and doing this for 8 years now. I've managed, over $3 million in spend last year, right? Lifetime, and probably closer to $30 to $40 million in ad spend. And I've gained a lot of knowledge and insights running all these campaigns. And I made it my priority. I just like to scale people's campaigns in a consistent way. And I want to do that for you. So if you've gotten this far, would love to hop on a call with you, go inside your campaign performance, see what we can do better. It's a free session. So click the button below here. We'll get on a 30-minute call. We'll go in depth on everything from your campaign performance, what's working, what's not. And at the end of that call, you can really just have a list of actionable steps to improve your campaign performance. It's not a sales call. It's just something to provide you value. And if it's not valuable, then we'll definitely make sure that we give you something that is. So looking forward to seeing you there.